Okay. Hi, Sakina. It's such a pleasure seeing you after so long. And I'm going to send you the recording of this. It's really been a pleasure that we meet nearly after 2 to 3 months, isn't it?
Yes, right. 2 to 3 months. I'm really missing. I have missed you so much. Your voice, it gives me a positivity in my life. Your voice comes like that. And actually, you are my, I can say, mentor. That
Wow, the correct
nobody.
pronunciation also, Sakina. I'm so proud of you. I can just see you blooming.
Thank you so much. Because of you, I'm only blooming and have gained the confidence
It
because
is
of
the
you.
bond between a teacher and a student, that is a bond. So
Yes.
describe a person, Sakina. It's one of the very popular questions for IELTS. A person who has taught you something. You are making me also very emotional, Sakina.
No, actually,
I
I
don't know what
wanted
to
to see
say.
you. That's why only I have just tell you, okay, your one classes is remaining. Otherwise, there was no my
No,
motive.
I'll stay here.
Just want to meet you and see you.
You have
That's what
told
my
me
motive.
anytime. In fact, when you told me that send me files, I was sitting and searching for the best ones to send you. And there are a lot more files that I've made and I will be sharing with
Actually,
you.
your voice get positive vibes in my life. Positive vibes your voice make in my life. It was a time when you were calling me, you were giving scolding me. Really, it was nobody was there who tell me like that. And you taught me something very much that I can tell you any other teacher would not do much what you are doing with me. You have schooled me in every minute things. You are taught me your experience. You have shared me your experiences with many other, and each and every way you have experience, share your experience with me. I can tell you that, and a really pleasure to have you in my life.
Same
Really.
here, Sakina. It's great having such positive, sweet, darling students. God bless you, and I
And
hope you just go through.
I'm really looking forward to meet you once in my life.
Of
I can
course,
tell
we will
you.
meet. Of course, we will meet. Definitely, we will meet. And definitely, we'll meet. I just shared with you that one of my students is coming all the way from Gujarat to meet a teacher who taught her in class 5. And the language remains the same, English. So, English for me is very important. I'm going to start crying, Sakina, because you made me very emotional.
No, I have
So,
got the
uh,
emotion.
we will watch this video whenever we think of each other.
Yes, really. You send me that also. I
Yes,
will see
surely
you.
I
I
will.
can see you.
Sakina. So, Sakina, tell me, let me change the question now since this
Yes.
question becomes very emotional for me, and we will change the question now. Okay. Now, can you tell me, Sakina, a leisure activity you do with your family? For the word leisure, let me tell you, you can use the word hobby, pastime, something that you pursue during your free time. This is what we mean by leisure activity. So please describe a leisure activity that you do with your family, and the answer should be in and around 1 minute only. Okay. God bless you. Yes.
Uh, my leisure activity hobbies are many things. I like to drawing, painting. I do much creativity work also.
If I remember, you love
Yeah,
applying
like
henna on
Mehndi.
people's
Yeah, I was
palms.
just going to say
I
that
remember everything.
yes, applying Mehndi, applying
Henna,
on
henna.
henna
Uh,
on the
the palms of
palms of anybody, and much more of that. About that, I have inculcate the things of doing planting, gardening work. During this lockdown, I have started doing that also. But really leisure the activity with my family is playing with them, having fun, saying something
any particular, because you should be very specific with
specific.
clarity for IELTS, that you must tell, okay, there are plethora of activities. That means
Activities,
many
many.
activities that because you are a talented girl, so you've got a lot of, creative ideas. But when you speak with the leisure activity that you like to do with your family, you should, like in the writing skills, you should just take out one so
Okay.
that clarity is there. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and specify which type of, fun game that you play. It can be, I'll give you an idea. It can be Ludo. It can be Carrom board. Then it can be
Cooking. We enjoy cooking.
Okay. The whole family time cooking.
Yes.
And they all get involved. Your husband can be involved in maybe chopping, cutting. The children can just bring, all the stuff from the refrigerator. So now I will just tell you a few words with this. Okay. If you want to talk to somebody, you are most welcome. Just, I think somebody's trying. Okay. Yes. Run errands. You make your children run errands. That is short journeys towards your, like maybe running errands to, okay, oh my God, there is no coriander in the refrigerator. So you can make your children run errands to the nearby shop. So what is the meaning of, yes, I know it. Na? I can imagine. This is what happens with all of, oh my God, this is got over. Now tell me, what is the meaning of errands?
Errands, run errands.
If you remember, I had in fact told you once, but if you do not remember, we'll just recapitulate it once. What is it? Short trips
Shortage.
Or a task. Now is it coming back?
Yes, short task.
Oh, we had done this also, run errands. So, okay, where is Sakina? Now I'll just write it. You don't have to write, I'm just sending it to you.
Okay.
Oh, just concentrate, okay? Short jobs. Okay, I'm sending the meaning also to you. Okay, now remember the word CHORES.
Chores.
Wonderful, and you remember it.
Yes, we speak this word.
Yes, no, we use this word quite often. Yes. Okay, so what will you say?
We use this word quite often.
So now for errands, you can use the word chores, and for chores, you can use the word errands.
Errands. Okay, they are synonyms.
There are synonyms. Okay. So you can tell all the chores I make my children do, my daughters. I've got 2 lovely daughters, so we all have a lot of fun. My husband too is very fond of cooking.
Cooking, yes.
Is he fond of cooking?
Huh?
Is he fond of cooking? Is your husband fond of cooking?
Yes. We all 4 cooks actually.
We all 4 cook. No, we cooks. No, we all 4 cook.
Cook.
Remember the subject verb agreement? Do you remember now?
Yes.
The subject verb agreement. I'll do the recapitulation.
I have this book. No, actually, I see all the things.
That is not a book, Sakina. That's a notebook.
Notebook.
Now remember, it's a notebook, and book is the one that is printed and you read out from there. So the question was that describe an activity or a pastime that you love doing with your family. So now you start speaking, please.
Otherwise, I have many.
Please don't start with otherwise. No, okay. That is the conjunction. You just say, I have myriad, plethora of habits. Not of hobbies. Okay. But my most favorite, which I enjoy with my family, is cooking. Please start.
I have I have plethora of habits, but
what habits better? Hobbies.
But during the leisure time, if I have the leisure time with my family, so we enjoy cooking.
Wonderful.
Enjoy cooking. It's a very, very enjoyable task that we do during the cooking. One get chopping activity, one get this.
1 minute, beta, just 1 minute.
We divide our works.
Now 1 minute. Just remember, when it is one, you can say one member. And then obviously when it is one, the verb will become gets, no? One gets. One member gets. And you said just get. So that will become incorrect, no? Grammatical error it will become. So one get will be wrong. One gets. 2 will be get. Both my daughters get. but one daughter gets. This is the subject and this is the verb. It should agree with it. If you remember, we had taken a class where the subject is in singular, the verb will have an S. It will become. Got it now? Remember, we had done lions roar and lion
roars.
Oh, it's come? Has it come back to you better?
Lion roar.
Lions roar. Lion
roars.
Very good. In the same way, similarly, one gets, two get. So one member will, and one who. So you have to specify one member of our family, like my daughter, she will get the duty of running errands or doing the household chores, while my husband and myself do the chopping and cutting, because we try not to give the knife to my daughters. We are scared that they will, they will injure themselves. The safer tasks, we give it to our daughters. And since we all four of us enjoy cooking, it is the most pleasurable task that we all love doing. Clear?
Yes.
Right? Yes. Now, let's go to the next question. Is it clear till here, beta?
Yes.
Great. So we have you've described a person who taught you something. You have described a leisure activity you do with your family. And now, it's a very good question. Describe a time you helped someone recently. Describe a time you helped someone recently. Try to first speak to me and tell me what ideas are coming to your mind. See, even my tears are all flowing down. Tell me.
I can tell what this NGO. This NGO.
Very good. Yes.
I have given my time while teaching the unprivileged students.
Underprivileged.
Underprivileged students who are not getting the proper education, not getting the proper way of education or holistic environment they are not getting. So I try to help in the way that I could help from going out of my box. So I'm doing the needful for them.
Out of your, there's no word, as just now, from your work schedule, you mean to say?
Yeah.
Don't say work, just say from your work schedule. Okay.
Okay, work schedule.
Now, you can start this question in this manner, that time is the best gift we can give somebody. So recently I helped underprivileged children by giving my time to them, by educating them. And education is a wealth which nobody can take away from you. So if I had given them just money, they would have spent it off. But I felt if I give them education, they can stand on their own feet. So recently I joined an NGO, why? And not a NGO? Why
because
is it?
And
tell me. NGO. Why do we say an NGO?
Because it sounds like
yes, the sound of N like this, E-N. And E is a vowel, so it becomes an NGO.
NGO.
Yes, got it?
Yes.
And what is the full form of NGO?
National name? I don't know the full form.
We must know all this, because you know that IELTS is not very fond of short forms. So we must know the short form. It is, now remember, this is a hyphenated word. And if it is not in the writing skill, if the hyphenated words, you do not put the hyphen, it will be marked wrong for the writing. It is non-government organization. Now, has it come back to you?
Yes.
It is non-government. Because when you say NGO, you should always say the full form. I've recently joined an NGO that is a non-government organization where I teach underprivileged children. And I'm teaching them English because it is a global language and they do not have the advantage of good teachers. So since I was taking English classes, I thought I must transfer my knowledge to these underprivileged children. Got it? How you're supposed to answer, right?
Yes.
Now, shall we go to another question? Okay. So I'll be sharing this file with you so you can practice it once again. Describe a time you got lost in a place. Describe a time you got lost in a place. Just try to think. It can be in the past tense also while you were a child, or it can be in the recent past where perhaps you lost track of the road or whatever. So whether you want to go back to your childhood or you want to go in the recent past, just
I will
close
go
your
in
eyes.
my, yeah, I will go in my recent past. Actually, we were going to for the trekking.
For why the trekking? For trekking.
Or trekking, and we want to
Your
go
classes
to.
also for that, right?
Yes, yes, I remember.
See, I remember everything about you. Okay. So you had gone, you had planned to go for trekking on a Sunday, I think, no?
Yes, Sunday we had planned for Bhivpuri, and we have not ended up to the Bhivpuri, and we have landed up to somewhere else. Where we want to go and where we have gone.
Okay, so now how will we rephrase? Our destination was a spot known as Bhelpuri. No, what Puri?
Bhivpuri.
Bhivpuri. Bhivpuri, which is
You
around.
can say Matheran or something. You can.
Okay, whatever you want to say. No.
Yeah.
It's around 100 kilometers from Bombay. You have to say that also, Mumbai. Now, who will know where is Bhivpuri? We had. I would like to narrate an incident which is in the recent past. We planned to go to Bhivpuri, which is around 100 kilometers from Mumbai. That is one of the largest cities in India. And we lost track. We took a wrong turn, and our destination was Bhivpuri, which was heading towards north. And since we lost track and even there was no connectivity, so we could not go on that map. What do you call that? Google Map, no?
Google Map.
We could not follow that also since there was no connectivity. Ultimately, we reached a spot which was diagonally opposite and it was down south. But the beauty of getting lost was that the spot we reached was very beautiful, very exotic locales. And it turned out that since we were heading for north and we reached south, we should have got upset. But it actually happened. We were luckier because we reached even more beautiful. And that was just by getting lost. So doesn't it sound a little interesting? Right?
Yes.
So we got lost, but the end result was fantastic. We reached a place which had even more beautiful scenic beauty than where our destination was. So make up stories like this better.
Yes, I just want to make the stories, make the setups.
Is it the confidence level is coming up or no?
Yes. If I will see or this recordings, no, I will put
I will send that. That's why recording it. Right. Yes. Okay. Now, shall we go to another question?
Yes.
Right.
I will practice this my hours, speaking after hearing your dialogues.
Now we come to that cue card, which is section 2, if you remember. Do you remember all everything now?
Yes, okay. I talk about the Shimla one,
Right, okay. Yes. Now, this is a very interesting question. Describe a time you had to apologize to somebody. Okay, say sorry. Ask for forgiveness. As soon as the question comes, start thinking of the synonyms. Apologize, that means sorry. Ask for forgiveness. Then if you're apologizing, you're accepting it is your mistake, right? So please do tell me that, and then we will do the cue card. Describe a time that you had to apologize to somebody. Come on. How will you go about with this question?
I can say that for my friend, I have given her time that I will come to meet you, but I didn't turn up.
You can't say it in the active voice, na?
Achha, okay.
I'm remembering a very interesting, incident which I would like to narrate to you, where I had to apologize to somebody. I had promised my friend that I would be meeting her
Meeting her.
certain time, okay, on a certain day. Now continue.
On a certain day, but I could not make up, and I could not
make it.
I could not make it, and I could not meet up also her.
No, I could not meet
I could not
her.
meet her.
I could not meet her.
So she was very upset and she was angry too. Then I had to apologize her for the same thing.
I had to apologize to her.
I had to apologize to her that I was stuck in the middle of something and I could not make up.
No, it's sounding so ambiguous, no clarity. Think of something interesting when you had to apologize. Okay, let us think of some interesting thing. There are many times when just to give respect or to give regards to somebody, you have to apologize even when it is not your fault. And I am remembering an incident. I'm reminded of an incident where it was not my mistake. I had not erred. I had not made an error. But I did apologize to my son or to my husband or perhaps to my friend. I could not make, could not go and meet her at the appointed time. There was a tragedy in my house and I could not meet her. But she was undergoing a lot of mental trauma herself. So I did not want to tell her the real reason to add to her worries. So I apologized to her saying that I was caught in a traffic jam. And that is why I could not meet her. I apologized, though I wanted to meet her, but there had been a tragedy in my house myself. So if you just say something, I apologize, so that interest doesn't come. You understanding? Yes. So you must show your lexical resource, your grammatical range in your talk, the cohesion and coherence, everything should come in, isn't it? And yes, above all, the fluency, pronunciation, that is for speaking, remember, Panduscriptor? Yes. So yes, the fluency will come in when you are speaking of something which is not that cliche type. Very common. Oh, I made a mistake, so I apologize. I did not. Now you please use these words. Instead of mistake, what all words can you use, Sakina?
Mistakes.
Not it was not my error. It was not my mistake. Okay.
Yes.
In spite of that, I begged forgiveness for my friend, that I was caught in a traffic jam, as I did not want to tell her that I too was going under a very difficult phase, since she was going through a lot of problems. So I just apologized and we made up, because I knew she was very... Now for angry, tell me a few words which will come handy in your writing.
Angry.
Furious.
Furious.
Oh, that sounds better, na? She was very furious. She was very upset with me. Since
furious or furious?
Fur. It is fur. Furious. Just write it down better.
Yes.
See, angry. Angry.
Upset. Upset also.
And yeah, no, angry. Upset can be sad also, na? But yes, in a rage. She was in a rage.
Rage.
These are all synonyms for angry. Is it clear?
Yes.
So when you say angry, very common word. She was furious with me. She seemed to be in a rage. So I just apologized to her and I said I got caught in a traffic jam because I did not want to add to her worries. Something like this you can say. Got it? So you have to use a lot of good vocabulary. That is your lexical resource. Clear, beta? Huh?
Yes.
Think of stories. Nobody will come and find out whether you are actually, there in north or south. It's just that how you narrate a story. Now let us do one cue card. Okay. Describe a street market in your city. Okay. Now this is what it will be, the task achievement. You have to answer to all the questions. So remember, for cue card, you are given 1 minute and you have to speak for 1.5 to 2 minutes. It's best to speak till 2 minutes. So note down what all will you note down? You will first note down, beta, the keywords. Are you understanding? On that rough paper that they give you, you will write a street market in your city. In your city, right? So what will the word first be? It will be street
market in your city.
Your city. You will know what is it, where is it, the venue. Then 1 minute. First, let us see all. Then what all, just put all this in the mind. Don't start writing too much in that 1 minute. Okay, otherwise, you will not be able to think coherently. Then you will say what you did shopping. What is it famous for? What is what? The street market, what is it famous for? You have to get the question correct. And how did you feel about it? Feel about what? About visiting the street market. So the main word is street market. Is it clear? The verb thing is street market. So when you get the cue card question on the rough sheet, first of all, what will you do? You will note down, you'll just underline because you'll take it, or just note it down on the rough sheet that you get, because that paper you'll have to return to them. Yes. So you will take the street market in your city, immediately start thinking, where is it? You can just say anywhere. It is north towards, it is south, east, west. Use good direction. Use the words good. Well, it is towards, adjacent to my house. So they'll know that, wow, she knows. Adjacent means bagal mein.
Bagal mein.
Just opposite. So they know your directions are good. So when you go to Canada, you will be able to be on the roads very safely. Okay.
They don't use left and right. They use north, west, southeast, northwest.
Right, absolutely. This marketplace, which is known as the spice market, since you said spice just now, the spice market is just around 100 kilometers northwest from my house. Sounds very good. I don't even care what they are saying. Huh? Where is it? So you have
actually over here in Mumbai, there is one of famous street market, that is Fashion Street.
Wow, I've been there. It's so lovely.
Yeah, where there from I can buy the clothes.
Yes.
And there also one Khao Gali is famous for it is, which we can eat many of plethora of dishes and cuisines.
Now remember again. Only one idea at one time. You cannot. So now let's take to Fashion Street. So the describe a street market. Where
but in you said no, what is it is famous for? So that is only for clothing. Okay, I can say that is one idea.
Only one idea.
One idea.
Otherwise, you will go absolutely. You'll confuse the examiner. The same thing in writing. I had told you, one idea per paragraph only, and give the PEE. Point, explanation, example. Same thing in your speaking. So describe, that's why I'm first explaining it to you today. Again, so that it's a full, refresher course. Describe a street market in your street. So in your city, you have already taken out the keyword. The first thing is, where is it? The first the most famous street market in my city, Mumbai, is the Fashion Street, which is around 100 kilometers northwest from my location. That is my housing society. What can you buy there? Well, you get the latest designer clothes over there, and Indian, Western, and even what do you call that? Regional clothes, regional clothes,
Traditional.
regional also, na Gujarat ki alag and everything.
Yeah.
So you get Western, Indian, regional, you name it, and they have it over there. Each type of clothing, and even the accessories are available over there. Belts and hats. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
I think I remember buying a hat also. And well, and what is it famous for? Well, it is famous for what is called that quality stuff at a reasonable price.
Price.
So this, it is very famous all over. Even the richest of rich people come and they buy because they have such fantastic stuff, and all even branded labels are available at an affordable price. So you have a lot of celebrities also coming and buying from you. Just say it now. What do they know? Okay.
Yes.
What is it famous
I was
for?
telling you, I was going to ask you that it is not 100 kilometers from the.
You have to say
thing
northwest 100 kilometers from my house, or 50 kilometers, or whatever, 10 kilometers. Whatever
Is it
you
okay?
say,
I can say whatever I can say.
whatever comes. English should be
Okay.
correct. Your information can be just bullshit. Okay, right? It should be just the English. I'm sounding very bad, but this is what English should be absolutely correct. Was it, what is it famous for? How do you feel about it? Well, it is a feeling that I cannot describe, because shopping is one of my favorite hobbies. One of my favorite hobbies. And when you shop, that means when you purchase things which is within your, financial constraints, it is the most beautiful, lovely feeling. Moreover, my family members are very happy that within a very limited budget, I have managed to buy so many things, and that too of everyone's choice. So I feel exhilarated after shopping over here. Exhilarated means extremely happy. Clear? This is how you are supposed to go with the cue card. Please do not start writing, because you cannot see the paper. And this is the mistake most of the people do. So you just take out the keywords, and you should know where, how should you go. You, in that 1 minute, you're supposed to think, okay, street market, that is a fashion street. It is 100 kilometers, 50 kilometers down south, west from my house. What can you buy? You can buy everything possible related to clothing and accessories. What is it famous for? It is famous for quality products at an affordable cost, which suits everybody's budget. And I feel extremely happy, satisfied, in short, exhilarated after my shopping spree. SPRE.
Spree.
So have you spoken for around 1 minute?
Yes.
You have spoken for
spree meaning, what is meaning of spree?
Just tell you.
Because this salon wala use spree when they came to sale.
Okay.
When there is a sale.
Okay. Shopping. Okay, now why should I write it here? I should even manage to write it on your. Now try to think it is a reading question. Sale. I went, if now think it is there in the reading section or the listening section. And you have to start thinking, comprehending what it is. So now tell me, what can it be?
Sale.
Shopping spree. No, not, it's not a sale. On a rampage you are going.
Okay.
Rampage.
Rampage.
You are binging on shopping. Now you understanding? You are splurging on shopping. Splurging means you are spending your time and your money.
Gone,
hello?
Now it is.
You are splurging. I'm writing all these words for you. Splurge, binge, rampage means uncontrollable shopping.
Okay.
Type of,
Uncontrollable.
if you're going on a partying spree, so it is a type of celebration also. Are you understanding?
Yes.
What is the meaning of shopping spree? I
Matlab
have written,
uncountable.
yeah, it is just going on a rampage. A rampage will be, yes, there
Never
is no
ending.
limit. There is no
Yeah.
limit, right?
No
And
limit.
you
Yeah.
are binging on it, like you binge on food sometimes. Some people who are foodies, they go on a eating spree. We ladies love going on a shopping spree.
Shopping.
That means we are just enjoying. It's a type of celebration. We are spending money and we are getting pleasure out of it. And this on this shopping spree made you extremely happy. Got it?
It's a fact.
It's a fact, I know. So you have to speak with a lot of emotions, that you actually feel that that person is feeling, oh my God, it seems she's sitting in the marketplace only.
Okay.
If you're getting lost, then they'll feel, oh God, she's actually got lost. That when I remembered that we had to head towards north, and unfortunately, but there was a twist in the tail. What was that? The place turned out to be even more beautiful than what we had decided on. So that was a twist in the tail. We got lost, but we were happy. Who gets lost when they're happy? But your situation, we got happy. Clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you decide, beta, when do we meet?
Okay. I will let you know by
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Beta, as soon as possible so that I can make my schedule. Otherwise, if the goes away, then it will be very difficult to adjust. Okay?
Yes.
So by tomorrow, do let me know.
Yes. And by tomorrow.
Bingo, we are going to make it.
Thank you so much.
God bless you, bache. Love you. Yeah. Bye. Bye, Sakina. Pleasure meeting you again.
Same here, ma'am. Same here. Going to be meet you soon now.